Hello everybody to another episode of Process Mapping. My name is Jürgen Moors, and in the 4 previous episodes we already looked at 4 of the 6 major process maps that you can find. And today we will focus on the process map which is called the SIPOC process map. It stands for suppliers, input, processes, output, and customers. Now, why would you make a SIPOC process map, and what exactly is it? Well, basically it is a process map that gives you a visual, holistic, and high-level view on a certain process or on a certain task or work inside your company, but with a broader content or view on the organization. And basically when you have done, when it's ready and it's laying in front of you, you basically have a roadmap from beginning till the end, or end to end, you can say, of a certain process, with the key stakeholders and with all the different roles that are that are part of that organization, that process. Now you will see throughout the rest of this episode some examples appear behind me about a SIPOC. What you typically do is you work with 5 columns most of the time, but you can also do it horizontally. But in this case, we will use it vertically, where on the left-hand side you start with suppliers, then you have your inputs, your process, your outputs, and your customers. When you look at your suppliers, this can be your internal suppliers, which is perfectly possible. It will be your external suppliers, and depending on the process that you are using, it can be materials that are just an aid. It can be actually the materials that you will start using, where the suppliers are coming from, but it can also be an internal department. When you look at the inputs, here you will typically find raw materials, semi-finished goods. For a bureaucratic process, you typically have a certain document, for instance, that you need. These are the inputs. And in the middle, we typically, from start to finish, we project the whole process so that we know with all the steps, what's happening. And then in the outputs, we typically come up with the end products or the intermediary products, or the file, or let's say the document that we have to deliver from our part. And at the completely right-hand side, you find then the customer or the destination. It can be, again, an internal customer, it can be an external customer. Both are perfectly possible. But it also shows you that when you clearly have it, you can see a certain process. You can see that all the stakeholders, the roles are known, what is happening with the different product flows or document flows. All of these things are very, very visible in this high-level, holistic view of a certain process, thanks to SIPOC. And this is then immediately also a great tool to bring clarity to your organization and the different stakeholders, to align all of them around certain roles, to focus on certain aspects, and definitely to also use it for continuous improvement projects if you actually need them. And this wraps up a little bit the episode about SIPOC process maps. I hope I could illuminate a little bit your idea about process maps. And I hope to see you soon for the next episode, the last episode of the 6 major process maps. See you then. Bye-bye.